Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Wikipedia defines the Napoleon complex as a psychological condition. And it says here, it's a domineering or aggressive attitude perceived as a form of overcompensation for being physically small or short. Now, I have noticed that all Micro Four Third users, without any exception, are probably suffering from the Napoleon complex. They have a problem and they need to address that. And today I will try to help them. So please follow this episode. Now you can talk about Panasonic, for example, and you can mention their atrocious autofocus, DPD, depth from defocus. No problems in the world. Everyone is going to agree with you. They will even support you. They'll say, yes, we do hate the Panasonic depth from defocus, and they will join you. Talk about Canon, talk about their color signs, talk about Nikon, about their any type of manufacturer, how big their lenses are, how heavy they are, how soft they are, how they do not their price range. No one is gonna make any problem. They will probably, the comments are gonna be yes, we agree, or so forth. Or sometimes you might find one or two, the odd few that might tell you, actually no, you're wrong. They will be discussing with you. It's a discussion. Now, if you ever dare to mention something about the Micro Four Third system, just as you are saying the micro, you haven't even completed your sentence, the Micro Four Third user immediately will take a defensive mode. Immediately. They will feel as if it's a personal attack on themselves, and they will have immediate aggressive response to you. Why is that? Why Micro Four Thirds users can't just chill and take a small suggestion, a small constructive criticism? Why is that? Why do they feel they have to attack you and belittle you and humiliate you in the comments and show you that you are ignorant? And I swear some of you left me comments telling me that I'm delusional, and some of them said swear words. I can't understand the mentality of Micro Four Third users. I am so glad that I have set myself free from the Micro Four Third system. I use the Micro Four Third system. I mean, I am using it now. I'm using the Olympus EM5 Mark III with a 17mm f1.8. I am using it. However, if someone did mention anything wrong about the Micro Four Thirds, or someone gave a small point, I wouldn't get aggressive. I wouldn't start throwing my shoes at them and spitting on them and start demeaning them, as the little article said. Why is that, people? Why do you feel that you have a complex issue? Why can't you just be acceptable? Is it? Unfortunately, I had to continue this episode using my mobile phone because, ladies and gentlemen, my EM5 Mark III battery is finished. This is one of the other things I need to mention about Micro Four Third system. Despite all the good things that it has, because it's a small body, it's gonna obviously have a small battery. So the battery ran out. I don't know, did I record 10 minutes? Did I make it to 10 minutes? Not really. So please, guys, set yourself free from Micro Four Third system. Use it, but don't get too emotionally attached to it. It's not like you were born with a sensor in your head or something. It's a manufacturer. It's a company that produces an item. You don't have to think of it as your own family or part or an extension of your body or mind or brain. People are allowed to talk about physical items. They are inanimate objects. They are objects. I'm allowed to talk about cars and say, I don't like this car, I don't like this engine, I don't like this color, this has got the, I don't know, it does very low mile per gallon and so forth. And I'm equally allowed to talk about cameras. So if I ever come up with a video to say the Micro Four system has got a few drawbacks. Don't get angry. Just accept it. It's not like I'm humiliating your well-being or I'm not like attacking a personal attack on your personality. I'm talking about your camera, guys. Chill out. Chill the F out. Calm down, basically. Let it be. Just be like the other camera users, the Nikon users. Now have a Nikon user in front of you, get a Canon user in front of you, get many users in front of you, and then what you could do is ask them, sorry, you're taking too long, man. I give way to this guy and he's taking very long. So get a Canon user in front of you, get a Nikon user in front of you, get a Panasonic user in front of you, get a Leica user in front of you, get a Fujifilm, and then get a Micro Four Third user in front of you, an Olympus, or sometimes a Panasonic Micro Four Third user, but mainly Olympus users. Put them in front of you and talk a little bit bad about Nikon. Say, oh yeah, the Nikon hasn't really been doing anything recently, they've stalled. They're gonna say, yes, I do agree. Talk about Canon, say, oh, Canon has got good lenses, but actually body wise you heat up and you get all this overheating issues. They're gonna say, yes, I do agree with you, actually, you're right, yes. Talk about Panasonic, oh, DFD, horrible, autofocus, atrocious. They're gonna say, actually, yeah, I hope they do something about it. Fujifilm, oh, I wish they entered the full frame market. They're only focused on Micro Four APS-C. They're gonna say, yeah, we totally agree, that's very true. Now start talking about the Olympus guy. Tell them, the Micro Four Third system is not a very good ISO range. He's gonna get angry. He's gonna start cutting his shirt and pulling his hair. He's gonna tell you, what did you say, you ignorant? You don't know anything, you delusional. Micro Four Third system is the best. Obviously there is a mental problem right there. There is a mental problem that they need to address. Olympus users are mentally and psychologically unstable, and they do have the Napoleon complex. This is 100% true. I promise you, they do have it. Look at yourself. You have a Napoleon complex because you feel that your processor is too small, so you're trying to overcompensate by being aggressive. Once you release yourself from that, and once you calm down, and once you feel that you've set yourself free, then you'll be able to accept the other side's opinion. I hope you understand this episode, and I'm actually very curious to find out the comments down below. Oh, it's gonna be interesting. Please leave me comments down below. I would love to read your comments. It's just, I think it's a hobby of mine, reading Micro Four Third users' comments. It's just, they make me so entertained. They're entertaining. I look at them and I think, wow, it's just nice. So please leave me a comment down below, and hopefully we meet up in the next episode, and we're gonna discuss more about your complex issues, and we're gonna discuss ways of treatment. So thank you very much, guys, and see you in the next episode, and peace.